Welcome to another video. I'm back with another top 10 recommendation. Be sure to subscribe for regular updates. And without further delay, let's get into the top 10. Before we start the video, as you may have seen, this is about new manhwa that you should bookmark. Most of the titles on this video are very short on chapters, but have some potential. If you want to recommend me some ideas for top 10s, make sure to join our Discord community. The link will be in the description. Also, don't forget, we have videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and shorts the other days. Without further delay, let's get into the video. Number 10 comes with Conqueror of Modern Martial Arts, Kang-hae-jin. This work was recommended to me by Sumo, one of my subscribers, so I decided to give it a chance. It follows the journey of Hae-jin, a determined young boy facing relentless school bullies due to being small. Despite his physical limitations, a chance encounter with a mysterious homeless man reveals untapped potential within him. The man declares the existence of martial arts, setting Hae-jin on a path of self-discovery and conquest in the modern martial arts world. Even though there's only 5 chapters out, I feel like this story has quite a bit of potential, especially with the things that have been shown so far. It took only 5 chapters for a complete transformation of the main character, but from what I've seen, I feel like this plot is much bigger than some random school bullies. The art is quite nice and the fight scenes are extremely well done. Besides that, I do enjoy the setting of martial arts in the modern world, so this is definitely something I would recommend. Hopefully it turns out to be more than what I expected. There is no official translation at the moment. In number 9 we have Still Eating Player. The Still Eating Player introduces Lee Hyung-wook, a protagonist living in a world of dungeons, monsters and of course abilities. He has the unique ability to control steel, but unfortunately he gets betrayed. Given a chance to return to his military past, he endeavors to prevent the world's demise as well as take revenge on those who wronged him. The narrative combines elements of an army story, a hunter theme, time regression, and the classic revenge trope, creating a promising plot with further potential. Of course, we have all seen this plenty of times, but that doesn't mean this story doesn't have potential. The main character's abilities is an F rank, but in his previous life he learned how to improve it, and as such, he will do the same in his life. The controlling of steel is really unique, and it gives a way to some awesome fights and creative moves. You can clearly see the character progression when it comes to his abilities, but also his progression with the people around him. I do think that this has some potential, so if I was you, I would keep an eye on it. There's no official translation at the moment. Number 8 comes with Regressor's Life After Retirement. This is a unique premise where Lim Da-in, after surviving the challenges of dungeons and monsters for 20 years, experiences an unexpected regression. The story takes a twist as he goes back 2 decades to a time when he has nothing, when he first started out as a hunter. I know I said this was a unique premise, but let me explain. You might be thinking, well, we have seen regression in dungeons and monsters, so this isn't really unique. And you would be right. What makes it so unique is the main character. Before he regressed, he was older than most main characters, he had lived his life and even retired. So I'm expecting a much more wise and grown main character. Not to mention, there's no information so far as to why he regressed. No revenge, no saving the world, nothing like that. And that's why I think it's so unique, and I'm expecting great things from this work. While the pacing seems a bit rushed, it's just the initial chapters, and they are only setting up the story. Also, not to forget that the objective of the main character so far is to retire as quickly as possible, which is indeed quite different from other works of the genre. So why not bookmark it for later? There is no official translation at the moment. In number 7 we have God's Gambit. This story introduces Choi Hyul, who was kidnapped along with a part of his city into a mysterious game orchestrated by the gods. Everyone has a chance of obtaining an item, and Choi obtains a unique item, the Book of Krasina, which provides invaluable insights into the game's strategies. However, a twist emerged. This item monopolizes rewards shared by those who heard the strategies. As Choi grapples with a double-edged sword, survival becomes a high-stakes challenge in this divine game. The manhwa presents a compelling and original storyline, injecting freshness into the genre. The premise of a game orchestrated by gods adds an intriguing layer to the narrative, because there's not much information so far. However, the pacing feels a bit rushed, potentially sacrificing depth for speed. But of course, as mentioned before, this is just the beginning, so maybe they are setting up for something better down the line. Despite that, God's Gambit stands out as promising work, offering a unique take on the game-centric storyline. If pacing is refined, it has potential to become a standout piece in the world of manhwa. There is no official translation at the moment. Number 6 comes with The Academy's Genius Swordsman. The Academy's Genius Swordsman thrusts readers into an epic tale of time travel, battles, and the pursuit of mastery. After a victorious yet hollow battle against giants, Ronan is sent back to the past by his dying commander to rewrite the future. Enrolling in Philion Academy, Ronan aims to become the Empire's strongest swordsman and alter the course of destiny. Despite sharing similarities with other manhwa, this series thrives on the art style and also its main protagonist. I always love to see the main protagonist take advantage of every opportunity he can get, not only that but also being overpowered from the beginning, or at least in certain stuff like the swords, since he did it for so many years of his life. Despite that, you see him training quite a bit, which makes for good character progression. Fans of time travel, fantasy and magic school genres will find a satisfying blend of competition, rivalry and even romance. The early stages show promise, and the well-executed setup hints at potential for greatness. The Academy's Genius Swordsman is a must bookmark for those seeking an enthralling journey filled with magic, swordsmanship and strategic brilliance. The official translation is over at Webtoon. In number 5 we have Dragon Devouring Mage. Dragon Devouring Mage dives into the life of Russell Raymond, the last heir of a fallen family and cursed mage expelled from the academy. His hopes for revival take an unexpected turn when his mother's momentum ring, the Dragon Heart, grants him a chance to regress to his academy days. Empowered by dragon blood, Russell endeavors to reshape his family destiny and overcome the challenges that once held him back. Coming from the same author as talent-swallowing magician, the manhwa shares a familiar background of a protagonist with latent potential and a prestigious family. While the story may carry echoes of other works, the engaging plot twists and the likable yet unconventional main character contribute to an enjoyable reading experience. Of course, not all is the same as the other works, as this one has quite its unique plot points. And the magic system, if you want to call it that, it's quite good and well explained. Overall, Dragon Devouring Mage offers a mix of familiarity and refreshing twists, making it a solid choice to fans of fantasy manhwa. There's no official translation at the moment. Number 4 comes with Devil Returns to School Days. This work thrusts reader into a gripping tale of revenge and redemption. The protagonist, victimized by school violence, falls into a coma for 10 years, after an accident provoked by the bullies. But he is granted a chance to revisit his past. Fueled by malice, he transforms into a cold-blooded avenger, determined to eradicate evil from his school life. The narrative unfolds with intense scenes of the protagonist resorting to brutal methods, including physical violence, blackmail, and manipulation, all in pursuit of his vendetta and the goal of graduating unscathed. As mentioned, this is indeed a brutal work. While it's not exactly gory, the main character doesn't look at any means to accomplish what he wants. The manhwa offers a protagonist who is unapologetically ruthless in his pursuit of justice, adding a dark and compelling layer to the storyline. Devil Returns to School Days is a rollercoaster of revenge, showcasing the lengths one can go for personal revenge. Not only that, but it also showcases how morally complex someone can be. Now, if he's a good person or a bad one, that's up for you to decide. Definitely bookmark it for later. There's no official translation at the moment. In number 3 we have The 31st Piece Turns the Tables. The 31st Piece Turns the Tables presents a captivating premise where Kang Seol, an orphan, experiences recurring dreams of a D&D style game. For 17 years he enjoys controlling characters in the dream world, until he becomes a game piece himself. The narrative takes a fascinating turn when the fantasy realm merges with Earth, and Kang Seol, armed with his unique knowledge, faces a world overrun by monsters. The manhwa introduces an innovative and enjoyable theme of Earth confronting a monster invasion, enriched by Kang Seol's game expertise. The incorporation of a shadow summoner, though somewhat cliché, adds a familiar but intriguing element to the story. The fusion of fantasy and reality, coupled with Kang Seol's role reversal from player to played, sets the stage for an engaging narrative. Overall, the 31st Piece promises an exciting blend of fantasy that in my opinion has tons of potential. Without much else to add, make sure you bookmark this work. There's no official translation at the moment. Number 2 comes with A Modern Man Who's Transmigrated into the Murim World. From the title, you must have an idea of what this is about by now. The plot kicks off when the main character, who was studying to be a public officer, died by being knocked out by a speeding car while making deliveries on his part-time job. At some point, he's reincarnated as a second son of the collapsing Joga Sheol clan, as such setting the stage for a unique and exciting journey. I've read most of the chapters currently out, and this is my honest opinion. The work has potential. For the first few chapters, it's extremely entertaining, and the main character is likable with a good character progression. At some point in the story, something changes. There's a few time skips and the story gets confusing, losing my interest and of many others. So why did I recommend it? Well, since the story only has around 60 chapters, maybe this is something that will make sense once more come out. You know, the type of story that advances a bit so that it can explain something but then comes back. Well, hopefully something like that. If that's the case, then this story certainly has some potential. If not, well, it's just another Muri manhwa that falls short, and I'm sorry for recommending it. There's no official translation at the moment. And in number 1 we have The Art of Reincarnation, or Standard Reincarnation. The Art of Reincarnation unfolds a compelling tale of betrayal and redemption. Davan, a one-armed warrior, faces deceit from his cousin Kazin, only to be imprisoned for centuries. The plot takes an intriguing turn when the minor god Julian resurrects Dave in the body of Vincent Andenka, setting the stage for an amazing journey. As Vincent relearns combat skills and Julian delves into the mysteries of reincarnation, the narrative gains momentum. The manhwa offers a satisfying mix of action and reincarnation themes. The protagonist's reincarnation enables a fresh start, paving the way for him to confront past injustice. Despite initial cliché characters, the narrative gains depth as the story progresses. The art style is absolutely amazing as well. However, the Art of Reincarnation requires patience, as the major arc unfolds around the 20th chapter. Once the story picks up, it delivers excitement and entertainment. Overall, it's a worthwhile journey that you should definitely look into. The official translation is over at Tapas. Now guys, this was the top 10 new manhwa that you should bookmark. Did you find any manhwa that you haven't read yet? Did you like it? If this video helped in any way, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.